Hi guys, so I've just moisturised my face after cleansing and toning, and now I'm going to put on the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, which is from eyeslipsface.co.uk, and it's really good actually. It's quite cheap, and I really like it. So all you need is like half a pea-sized pump, and you just very, very lightly make sure that your face is covered completely. Now, it does feel a little bit strange when you first apply it, because if you haven't used primer before, it feels like you're putting a little bit of a layer of grease, but it's kind of doesn't feel like grease at the same time. So I've just applied that all over my face and down my neck, where I'm actually going to be applying foundation. And I have 3 different types of foundation for different types of skin that I have throughout the year. So today I'm using the True Match L'Oreal in, oh gosh, what number is this? I think it's Rose Vanilla. I've got quite a peachy kind of skin, but it does change throughout the year. So I'm just going to apply just one pump and use this foundation brush. I find either a foundation brush or a sponge really helps, but with a sponge you have to wet it, and my bathroom's like in another room obviously. So just pad a little bit, only a tiny bit of the foundation onto the brush and start applying it. So my mirror is just over here, so I'm going to be looking in the mirror quite a bit until all the foundation is actually applied. Now you can start kind of, not slapdash I wouldn't say, but just applying it throughout the face, and then you can perfect it a little bit further once all the foundation is actually on the face. So excuse me for doing this. Now I do it all the way up to my hairline, because I'm gonna, when I have taken this white kind of headband off, I'm gonna do a side sweep fringe. But I find that it's nice to keep the hair out of the face when I'm doing my makeup. Okay, so I've just applied it to my face, and I find that with brushes especially, you can find it a little bit that you can see the brush line. So I just like to pad my face very, very slightly, just to make sure that all the foundation is actually kind of skin temperature. Okay, so I'm hoping that that is alright. Sorry about the light, I can't seem to get the light correct in this room. Next thing I'm going to be using is the Max Factor Cream Puff Translucent. I don't use a puff with it. I find that that's a little bit too much for my face, so I'm going to use the Bare Minerals larger brush and just do that and tap it, because you don't want to get it too much on the brush, and just make sure that you cover your face completely with it. And this gives a really kind of nice matte feel to the skin. Oh, don't know what happened there with my light. Okay, so now there are other steps that you can do, like put blusher, highlighter and contour the face. I'm going to do that right now, and then going to create another video for the application of the eyes and the lips, and obviously kind of the eyebrows and everything like that. So the next thing I'm going to be using is a Dior, I'm not too sure what this is called, it's called Pearl Shimmer Diorglam. I got it quite a few years ago, and I know that I shouldn't be keeping makeup for more than, you know, half a year, but I love it so much, and it doesn't seem to have deteriorated any of the quality. So just pad on a little bit of the yellow the yellow kind of colour of the pearl. And I always like to just highlight just below the eyebrow, just on the cheekbone, and maybe a tiny bit above this part of the eyebrow. I've got quite a round face, so I want to obviously elongate that, so I'm going to be doing that today. So I've just applied it, and now I'm going to just smooth it out with my fingers. I always find that my fingers are the best tools for the whole face, rather than kind of just, you know, delicate areas of the face. And you have to be very, very gentle around the eye area, because the skin around here is so fragile that you just need to make sure that you have to treat it with care. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be using, let me just find it. My makeup drawers are a little bit of a mess. Underneath the palette. Right, this I've got a Body Shop blusher. It doesn't have a top on, and it doesn't have even the number on the bottom. I got it a few years back, and I'm just trying to use it up. It hasn't obviously deteriorated. Obviously, kind of it's impacted a little bit, but I still find that it works, and it doesn't give me any kind of spots, or hopefully not anyway. And I'm going to take the smaller Bare Minerals brush. Oh, there it is. And like I did with the translucent powder and the highlighter, I'm just going to load it up on the brush, tap it, and apply it just below where I put the highlighter. And then again, if you find that you don't have any powder on the brush. Now, some people put it up here. I'm not going to. I'm going to use that for my contouring to elongate the face. Okay, so that's my blusher done. The light in here is quite bright, so I'm hoping that by the end of the session you'll be able to see something. And then obviously, because I want it to be a little bit glamorous, because today is Christmas Day, I'm going to be using the Superdrug Solait bronzing pearls to contour the face. Now you should always keep this top kind of, I wouldn't call it a sponge because it's a bit rougher than a sponge, but keep it on top of it, because if you don't, then all the pearls will break up, and it's, you know, it's not a good look, obviously. So I'm just going to, using the same brush, just make sure that all the blusher is off. Just tap it a few times, roll it around, tap it, and then apply it to the areas of the face that you would like to contour. So I'm going to want to contour just around there, and obviously the cheekbones there. Again, if you don't seem to have any bronzer on your brush, just load a little bit more on. Okay. And there is my face for now, for me to put on whatever makeup I want to. Thanks. Hope you liked it.